Welcome to another episode of Amateur Hour by Zeus. Don't mind the messed up hair. I've been messed up for a while now. We had a situation occur that actually we had to move. Came out of nowhere, hit us like a ton of bricks. If it wasn't for family and friends, you know who you are. Things wouldn't have fared out as well as they did. So thanks to my family and friends. You guys, I owe you big time. You did an amazing job of coming through for us when we needed it. So thank you very much. We moved 3 states away and to another place, and I needed an office. So as you can tell, the surroundings are different, and this is where we're at right now. I still got some cables and stuff right here that I got to rearrange and do other stuff, but it took 6 days to build this office. I had a total of 7 I was able to do it in, but 6 days what it took me to get this office built, and I did it by myself. I had a little help with the drywall and the ceiling. 2 sheets, okay, two of the 4x4s I had help with, and then the rest I did by myself. Everything you see in this office, the video is coming your way right now, building this office, but everything you see is just me, and believe me, my back is paying the price. It's not been easy, it's been a strain, it's been a struggle, getting up early in the morning and working till wee hours of the morning straight through. Straight through, the way my back was hurting. I'd put up 4 screws, I'd take a 5-minute break, get back up on that ladder, put up another piece of drywall, put in a few screws to hold it in place, get down, rest my back. So I was working from early in the morning to wee hours in the morning, straight on through, non-stop, just to get this office put up. But so I do apologize anyway for the gap in videos. It's just, there was just too much to do, a lot that had to be done, fast, and I had to figure it all out. So my wife and I figured everything out along with the help from family and friends. Here we are at the new place, so it's going to be quite a bit different. So let's see what happens. The Amateur Hour by Zeus journey continues. So look forward to more videos coming up, and until then, jump on in here, check out this video, and put some comments down below. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. I want the subscribers, so let's get some subscribers up. Why does that look different over there? Oh, okay, that's the shot over 2x4, okay. But let's just, without saying anything else, let's just jump into the video. Here we go. Check it out. Adventure. You can't really see, but we're at the Flying J, and there's our get up. All 3 vehicles. Good old US of A. Got Chester's Chicken. that is the get up. Just checked all the tires, everything's good. First stop, the rear straps on the truck were a little loose because of settling. Retightened them, checked them on this stop. They're fine. No, nothing loosened up. Checked the load inside the truck. So far it is exactly the way we packed it. Nothing has shifted, which is beautiful. Hitch is working great. Everything's still connected. No loose fittings, nothing. No loose connections. So we are on our way. And there's everybody right there. Okay, we'll be back. At a Love's, got some breakfast at the Taco John's. Right there, Taco John's. And we made it here. I haven't checked the load yet. There's the puppies. On the other side, dogs. So, just south of Salt Lake City, Utah right now. I ain't got a long way to go yet. So far everything's been good. The load inside the truck is still exactly the same. I haven't checked it yet this stop, which I'm getting ready to do. Still exactly the same at every stop I check as when we loaded it. So, there's our scenery. We got a kick-ass camper right here. I'm not kidding, it's a kick-ass camper. See? It says kick-ass on it. And of course, the bright morning sun. Seeing as it is Vegas time, 6 o'clock in the morning. Here it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Alrighty. Next time, keep watching. We'll be back in a minute. Well, here we are at our next destination. Our new location. And yes, a much smaller little shop. A one-car garage. And there we go. That's what it looks like right now. So this is what my office looks like. There's the door. There's the framing. And some of the walls. And we left all the other veggie garden that we did back in Vegas. And that's what's left of this one. But this is the new location. That truck we had on the trailer. That trailer right there. And the trailer truck we drove was that one. That was like 800 some miles. Not a problem with it. She drove all the way. My wife drove the truck all the way up. We drove straight through the entire night. Left at like 9 o'clock at night. And we got here like 3:15 in the afternoon. That thing would only get me 25 miles an hour up the mountains. With fully loaded with the trailer and the SUV on the back. Fully loaded. You couldn't get any more in it. But there's the new location. And the next phase is set. Got my light hung. Simple. Lights into an extension cord that goes up over the top. Right there. Comes over. Down to my power outlet, which plugs in right there. Simple, easy, amateur way of doing that. If the light is level, all you do is you count the number of holes in the chain. That's all. Put the screw in the same spot.
I'm in a transition phase right now.
That's all you gotta do. So we've got a new light. That will be the light over my desk, which is, as you can tell, not there yet. And right now I'm about ready to make my lines on the ground to mark out the office space. And I'm going to be measuring from there to where this has got to go. And then I'll do it down here because my office is going to come right to about here. And I'll have my workbench here. Another light right there over the workbench. So I can bring at least the front end and 3/4 of half a car or something like that into the garage and work on it. But I'll make my lines on the ground. And then the door opens, that handle got that depth on it. Well, that's going to come out and it's going to hit the wall and the door won't be able to open all the way out straight. That door is going to want to be like this when the handle hits the wall, which is going to get in the way. So I want the door to come all the way straight. I want it to be all the way out here, not like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the door handle on the piece for the wall here. It's going to go here. And I'm going to cut a hole in it so the door handle can go through the wall. Okay? And on the other side of that wall, I'm going to build a little box around it. Block it off. So the door handle is going to go in its own little hole. And then on the inside, I'm going to have another wall. So you won't see it from the inside. And I'm going to insulate this one because it gets really, really cold where I'm at now. So I'm going to insulate it. But then the door knob will go directly into the wall. Cool? I think so. Okay, so that's where we're at right now on the beginning of the new Amateur Hour by Zeus office. I'm going to put a wall on that wall too. I'm going to put my 2x4s flat, not this way like you're supposed to. I'm going to put them flat. Then I'm going to staple the insulation against it and then drywall it and press the insulation up against the side of the house. And I'm going to have, that's got insulation in it. And I'm going to have insulation in my wall. And I'm going to have insulation in this wall. And I'm going to have insulation in this wall. Okay. And my door to get in is going to be right over here. Because I'm going to have my workbench. This is going to be a flush wall here. My workbench is going to be up against it. And that's the fridge that's going to go over there where all that lumber is. This is what's going on in my head. So let's get to making the lines on the floor and see what the office is going to look like. Okay, this is the concept. That's not the piece that's going to go. There's going to be a 4x8 sheet all the way up. But that's how it's going to look. Get a better angle. Okay. And you can see the line on the floor. Right there. And then you can see it goes over right there. That's going to be the office. The door is going to be right here. And the workbench will be on the other side of this line with this wall. And the inside It's gonna look like this. Now I'm gonna have to notch. What we got? I just don't have it all the way in. Okay. It's gonna go right up against the hinges there. I gotta go screw that back in up top there, that brace. But right up against the hinges, come right down the line, go in and out the garage, and my office is right there. So, and I'm gonna drywall this. Changed my mind about putting a wall sticking out. I don't want to put the 2x4s up there and move it in this way and shorten the office, because it's already only 6 feet wide by 10 feet long. Still bigger than my other office, but nevertheless, I'll still be able to have set up the same way. My desk here, AC unit there, ducting is going to run up here, over, out, across, over. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to put a board in there, cut the holes to exhaust it out the window. I'm going to open the window enough, close it up against the board, seal it, and put some sheet metal self-tapping screws down through in the window so the window can't be opened. So my AC exhaust will go out that window. And I'll have my white cabinet here. AC will be there. White cabinet there. File cabinet there. Desk here. Heater will be like right over here. And my little table will be right over there too. And that right there, I don't know if you can see the line. I can't see the line. There it is. There's the line. The door is going to be right there. And I'm going to go buy an outdoor door. I'll probably go with an indoor door. And put it right there, frame and all, right there. And get her all set up. This is the beginning stages of the new Amateur Hour by Zeus office. And of course I'm going to drywall that. I'm going to rip that stuff out. And I'll put drywall in there. I'm going to paint it. I think I'm going to probably do a blue-gray. That's what I think I'm going to do. But this is where we're at now. Stay tuned. More to come. Alright, got the little heater in here because it's getting cold up in here. But anyway, got some lumber. With that, should be enough lumber. Got my sawhorses. Had to get new ones because the old ones had to leave behind, not enough room. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a rebrace on this and start the framing. Even got some R30 insulation. I'm going to pop that up in there. Insulate the whole office because it gets very, very cold in the winter time here. And I'm going to need that heat. And I'm even going to put a ceiling on it. So let's keep on continuing on. We're sitting at the next phase. Just got a brace up there. I'm not bolting it to the floor either. But I got the mid brace going there. That is perfectly level up and down. Perfectly level straight across. Perfectly level this way. And this way. Got my initial brace over here. Right there. Got it bolted in. The only issue is, if you look at the top, typical lumber from Home Depot, it's got a bow and a twist right at the top. So, don't worry, we'll make it work. And that's the other angle there. So now what I'm going to do is hang in the door so I can get my distance that I'm gonna need here. I may have to put another 2x4 up against this one. But in order to do that, I need some flat braces. But this is where the office is at right now. Let me get a better view. If I can get a better view. That's what she's gonna look like. Okay. Continuing on. Okay, here's where we're at now. We got the bottom brace on the bottom there. Door, I'm still in the process of making the frame on the door. But I got that big old solid wood door hung by myself. That was a task. Good thing I'm not feeling like I did a couple days ago. I never would have got that done. Okay. So that's what you're seeing shape up. Let's look at it from the other side. See, here's my bracing going over here. Step into the office. And that's what she looks like in here. Okay. So this is the next phase. So I still got to put a brace down on the bottom from the door frame over to the wall. And I'm going to need one on top over to the wall. I think I'm only going to go so high up and leave the top open so I can insulate on the top as well. Because this roof is not insulated. It's just plywood, tar paper, and shingles on the other side of that plywood. And it's going to get cold. So this is where she's at right now. I'm going to drywall all that. Okay, this is where we're currently at, which doesn't look like much different than the last video picture, but I got that brace down there. Okay, I've got that brace there, bolted up there, there, and there. Okay, the door framing is all done. The door is operational. That framing is there. I just threw up that drywall there, the scrap, just to see. And nah, it's all boogered up. I'll probably just get different drywall. But here's how she's looking so far. My nice little office. About the same width as before, but it's going to be a little bit longer than before. So it's coming along. It's coming along. Okay. And we have out here a rainbow. Alright, there we go. Here's where we're at now. That's set up there. I gotta put a brace across the top, like I got there, and like I got there, and like I got there. And I gotta put a brace across the top there. So one across the top there, one across the top there, and then probably need one across the top there. And then once that's done, then what I'm going to do is put the OSB up on the outside of this. Okay. And then once I get the OSB up, I'm going to put the insulation right in here against the OSB. I'm going to staple it against the OSB. And then drywall is going to go on the inside. Mush the insulation against the OSB. And I'm not putting the center brace in there. I could do the right way, 16-inch on center and everything else. I could do it the proper way, but that's not the whole point of this. If I did it the proper way, my office would be too small. So I'm shortening it up by going this way with my 2x4s instead of this way with them. I'll still get the insulation in, still get the drywall on. It'll still be good, still be sturdy. And it's only a temporary thing. It's not like I'm building this to be permanent. If I was building it to be permanent, it'd be a different story. So, that's what we're looking at now. I got 1, 2, 3 braces to do yet. And then I'm going to do, since I got that 2x4 down there, I'm going to get a 2x4 by 10 since it's 10 feet long. I'm going to run a 2x4 all the way down the bottom. Now I'm going to put a couple 1x10s across here and one across the top. Okay? And then the drywall will go right against that. Now the 2x4 by 10 will go there, down to there. From here, it'll run all the way down to there. And I'm going to run another one over to there. And then I'll have a base, square on the base, all attached, which will keep it from moving because I'm not anchoring anything to the concrete. So once I do that, and I put the 1x10s up on the wall, that drywall will go directly straight up from the 2x4 across that 1x10 right there, and then my other two 1x10s, one in the middle and one across the top. Drywall will go right up there. I'm going to redo that drywall, and I'll do drywall on this side and here. But I got 2 more braces to do. I've been working on this since about noon this morning, and it's 8:20. So it's been 8 hours. When I came down here this morning, there was nothing done. Nothing. All I had was 1 2x4, that one in the back there, that 2x4 ran up. That was it. I came down this morning and started with that 2x4 next to it and did all the rest. And so far, it's all been doing it by myself. It's not like I got any helper that's helping build this, which is cool. I mean, I'm good with that. I really am. Because then I can say, I did it all by my lonesome. Yes, that over there is the insulation. Right there. Sitting ready and waiting. But she's coming along just fine, just like I picture her in my head. Remember now, there's no plans. I'm not drawing this up or anything like that. I'm guessing as I go. I made one bad cut. That's that 2x4 standing up right there. I cut it a little too short. Only because I didn't have my glasses on. I couldn't read the measuring tape that well. But that's okay. I'll be using that for other things. That's why I got extra 2x4s. And I'll get this all put together, and we're gonna make it happen. Just like Derek on Vice Grip Garage, you got the fuel making happener. I got the lumber make it happener going on here. So we're gonna get it going, and that's where we sit right now. And so far we're on day 3. Starting to get some drywall hung over there. Good drywall. I'm going to have to move that brace down. That top brace, I'm going to have to move it down. But I got those up. I got the brace around the base. The 2x4 goes all the way over that way and then comes down this way. Got them all anchored in. Still got to make the top brace here. Between here and here. And I got to make the top brace between here and here. And I'm going to have to anchor this one to the floor on the inside. It keeps wanting to move out. Not like the other place, it didn't move. But we're going to get the rest of this drywall hung up. I'm going to hang the drywall in here. I'm going to hang the drywall on that wall. And then put the drywall in here for this wall that my arm is going through. But I'm going to do the OSB out here first. But I need to put all the drywall in there. So I'm going to get all the drywall in. And how much drywall? Well, let's have a look. put 12 sheets of drywall cut in half, 4x4s, in this truck, and she never even squatted. Never even squatted. Still sitting up nice and high and normal. That was nothing. She didn't even, there was like no weight on her. She was like, no big deal. One good truck, I'll tell you that. Made the whole, 600-mile trip without an issue. And look at her go, hauling this stuff like nothing. She is one good truck. Okay, well, I gotta get all that drywall up myself. And so far, so good. Got our little holes cut for our outlet right there. But we're getting it, we're getting it. I think I'm gonna put a brace between the 2x4 and that 1x4. Just to hold it in place so that that 2x4 doesn't bow in the middle. And that piece right there, that 1x4, that's because there's a hole in the wall. Duct tape wouldn't stick to it, so I covered it up with a 1x4. Got rid of that issue. That'll do nothing but help support the drywall that's going to go up against there. I'm not putting any insulation on that wall because I don't need any. That's the wall of the house, so it's already got insulation. I've been thinking about putting a floor in here and insulating underneath, because when it gets cold, this ground is going to be cold and the concrete's going to be cold. It's going to radiate the cold on up. I don't know. I don't want to do that. But we'll see. We'll try a winter and see how it works. If not, I'll pull everything out, put a floor in, an insulated floor. But right now I'm going to hang those two pieces of drywall right there where the insulation is. And I did put some of this insulation in where there was no insulation on that side. I ripped out the little bit that was in there and I put that other insulation in, the R30. And got that in there. But this is where we are on day 3. And my back has been killing me so bad. I have not been able to do much of anything. Lifting has not been good. I took some ibuprofens and it seems to be helping my back a little bit so I can get back to work. But I spent almost all day at Home Depot. I got the drywall, I got paint, I got rollers. This stuff that I got stashed somewhere in a box that I don't know where it is since the move. But I got to get this done. I don't have time to wait. So I got some crud cutter, some angle brackets, some corner braces, 1x4s by 8s, 2x4x10 down there. A whole bunch of other stuff. So I spent almost the whole day at Depot getting this stuff. Oh, got a washer and dryer too. Okay, so far here we are on day 4. Oh, of course I'm using scrap drywall and I'm not worried about gaps in there or taping it or anything like that. This is getting all slapped together. I could tape it up and it'll look beautiful. I don't know, I might do that. But as of this point, no, I don't have time for that right now. But there's our drywall, and of course you can see my old drywall I used from the other place. There, and down there. But we got that slapped together. Now I got to put the braces across the top. I'm going to put them right into the drywall and into the wood over here. And then I'm going to continue on. I can see I got that brace up there. Oh, I tried to get a helper. Try to get a helper on that top brace over there, but my helper couldn't hold the lumber up long enough and dropped it, so I had to figure out a way to do it myself. And I had a different helper on this one here, but that helper couldn't hold it up long enough and dropped it. That was an L bracket, okay? That's the help I've got laying around. Well, not laying around, you know what I mean. It's the help I've got. It's not their fault. They don't do this kind of stuff, and well, neither do I. But anyway, they dropped the lumber, so I had to figure out how to get it up there by myself, which I did. Okay, day 4 is where we're at. Take a walk around, have a look-see. I'm gonna put a 2x3 up in there, in the corner. I'm gonna run a 2x4 across the wall. I like that look. And that's where we're at. Day 4, and continuing on. It's only 1:45 on day 4. And we'll see where we get to from here by the end of the day. So far, that's going to be the office. Alright, still on day 4. That's where we're at right now. Getting that wall up. I don't have it screwed into the top, just on the bottom right now. It's not screwed into the top, as you can see, it's pulling out there. But I'll get that in a minute. I gotta move these sawhorses out of the way and get that ladder from in there out here. Go ahead and screw those in. And I'll put the other piece up here. And once I do that, I'll come on in here and insulate and hang the drywall. And then I'll put the braces across the top onto the drywall. It'll help hold the drywall up. And it's just braces because I'm going to put drywall up on the ceiling. So I can go in and out the door, so that's a good thing. But this is where we're at, still on day 4. Next, this is our current setup. So far everything's working okay, except for the basic issues of dope and all those other things. So let's go ahead and get that up there, screwed in at the top, and I'll show you more in a bit. On day 4, I got the wall all up. Completed, done, door. I'm not doing this wall yet till I get all the drywall in here because I'm in the process right now of hanging the insulation. I'm gonna hang the insulation, then I'm gonna bring in the drywall this wall. And once that's done, then I'm gonna put the braces up top. And then I gotta drywall the ceiling. Then once that's done, then I'll seal off this wall. I had to bring the drywall in through here. I don't want to be messing with the door right now. So I'm bringing the drywall through the wall to wall to wall. Yuck, yuck, yuck. But it's coming along. Nice little office. Feels cozy in here already. Okay, I gotta put that little strip in, but I'm gonna do the strips there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll take the 6th one and cut it in half and do that section and then that little section down there. And that's where we're at. Still day 4. More updates coming. Fully insulated. And time to hang some drywall. I gotta tell you, remember when I bought that DeWalt staple gun? I said next time I'll probably use it to hang Christmas lights. Well, little did I know what was going to befall. And I'm using it again. That thing does this like nothing. Amazing. I highly recommend this staple gun. You guys need a staple gun? Get this one. DeWalt 5-in-1. Amazing. Little effort, goes right in. Boom, 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 done. Alright. Let's go ahead and put up some drywall. Okay, got 2 sheets hung. Now I got to trim down the other sheets. One I'm going to have to notch out up there, and the other I have to double notch down here. So that's why I did these 2 first. Alright, let's go ahead and get to notching. I'm going to do this bottom one first because putting the top one up is easy after you put the bottom one up. You rest the top one on the bottom one. So I don't have room to maneuver 4x8 sheets around in here. So I cut them all in half. Once again, to 4x4s. And there is no saw blade width that comes into play here, because I score it with a blade, snap it, and then cut the back. So there's really no width of a saw blade that needs to be considered here. Not like with the OSB, there was a width, an 1/8 inch of a saw blade. But I'm going to go ahead and notch out this bottom one, like I kind of notched out that bottom one. Got to do it again over there. 1 notch, 2 notches, and put that piece in, and then get the top one and notch it. But I'm going to have to cut it this way because they're too wide this way, because they're 4x4s, and that's not 8 feet, and that's 4x4 and 4x4. So I'm going to have to cut these down this way. I got to cut them down, and up there I'm going to have to notch it, and down here I'm going to have to cut it down, and down there I'm going to have to notch it. So that's where we're at. Okay, day 5. Walls up, doors on, walls up. I gotta put that piece up there yet, or the door, and hang the ceiling. Fully insulated. Gotta hang the drywall. Ugh, I hate doing that. And I'll hang this drywall, and then I'll hang the ceiling. And then it's paint time. And at the end of day 6, I got that light hung. There's the office. Right there. That's my AC ducting right there. And let's step in the office. I gotta clean that door. Ooh, what do we got here? Ta-da! The new Amateur Hour by Zeus office. AC ducting. Black and blue and white. Welcome to the new office. Yeah, the walls will be decorated. We'll get stuff in here. Ceiling's up. All up. Everything's good. So the new office is built. Now I just got to put my computers and stuff in it and hook up all the electronics. I've got all the power ran into here and everything else that I need. Should be good to go. So, welcome. The lawnmower. We're cutting the grass. A little cheapo. I kind of spilled gas down in it like crazy, so I gotta let it evaporate before I get the engine hot. But I tested it out and worked great. But let's go back over to Amateur Hour by Zeus office. There we go. I still gotta put the piece up top there. No big deal. I'll get that later. But as you can see, the light out here is all hung. That's all set. Everything in here. Okay, some leftover drywall. Everything good. AC ducting. Step on inside. And I had to keep this door. I was going to get another door, but I'm like, this door has been with me for decades. And I've used it in multiple things. It's got sentimental value. So I decided to keep the door. And plus, I didn't want to spend the $200 some for a door. So, but it's got a sentimental value to me. I've had this thing forever. Okay, you're in the office. And I got a computer set up. Got a Father's Day gift. I forgot it was Father's Day today. Got to hang my dry board. Printer's up. AC working, running. So far everything seems to be good, operational. I still got to get my keyboard and my mouse for this computer. My work computer is all up and running. I got to get my other monitor up here as well. But once I get that, we're good. Got a power source down there. Got a power source there. Everything is good. Got 14 outlets. 16 outlets, because I got 2 more down there. Got a total of 16 outlets, so I'm good with. But here it is, and it's funny. It took me 6 days to build this. Okay? 6 days to build it. And today's the 7th day, and it's Sunday, and I'm resting. Sound familiar? Somebody else takes 6 days to create something and rest it on the 7th day? Freaky. Anyway, my ceiling all up there. So there it is. Amateur Hour by Zeus has been relocated. And the next job we got to do, we got to pull the serpentine belt off of an SUV, find out which idler pulley is bad, get the idler pulley, replace the idler pulley, put the serpentine belt back on, and then replace the lower pressure hose on the power steering box because it's leaking. Because it blew out when the power steering went out when the belt snapped because of a bad pulley. So we'll be doing that on the video, and that'll be upcoming soon. I apologize for the gap in videos, but when you gotta move, you gotta move. And when you're packing up a 4-bedroom house that had a family of 8 in it and 10 years worth of stuff, it takes a lot of time. And then driving all the way 3 states away and offloading, getting it all boxes put up, and then me having to build the office because it's tomorrow. I got to get back to work, so I got it done in time. Got it under budget and under the time that I had to do it. So 1 day to spare. But anywho, look forward to more videos coming your way. Until the next video, take care, be good, have fun, God bless.